Hello, hello everyone! Welcome to Dewan Pundit Indonesia, the English version of Dewan Pundit Indonesia. I'm your host for today. My name is Conchita Caroline. And of course, we have a thrilling lineup of football discussions for you. But first, let me introduce our fellow pundits here at the studio. Adiani and of course, Firzi Idris. Hello, hello!
Hello, you alright?
Hi, we're back.
We're back. He's back.
You guys miss us?
back.
Yeah,
He's
he's back.
You're
How was
back.
the trip
You're
to Papua?
It was fun. It was
was
nice.
fun?
It was eye-opening. The scenery, oh my God, it's so beautiful. The Papuan people, they are so nice. It's been a nice trip. And you've been to a trip also? How was that?
Yes. Riyadh was
Riyadh.
pretty okay. I don't really get a chance to explore.
Very hot?
So from what I see, it was okay.
Yeah.
Very hot, but surprisingly enough, it's quite windy. So like I don't really sweat at all.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I saw one of your posts. You went to an underground
Yeah,
mining.
underground
and
mining,
it was,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was
nice.
it was
1,000
surely-
meters under the surface, and then I before that I went to Grasberg. It's 4,000 meters above sea level.
Okay.
When you consider that Lionel Messi, when he played in Bolivia, it was only 3,600 meters.
Yeah.
So just a few quick steps there, and you got this kunang-kunang, like you got very pusing.
Well, it's actually kunang-kunang.
Kunang-kunang,
Drowsy,
yeah,
right?
flies,
It's
yeah. So yeah, but it was a nice. It was 4 degrees up there, so it was very
Okay.
different from your
From
35,
Riyadh, yeah.
36 degrees in Riyadh, I guess.
Yeah, but how's Jakarta? Adi?
Oh, yeah.
How's Jakarta with
Stuck
us?
here for the past couple of years.
Just leaving the city. How was
yeah,
it?
it is what it is. It's been pretty a mix of sometimes it's sunny and then all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
raining. It's
Yeah,
typical
yeah.
Jakarta.
Yeah, but we actually recorded like the highest October temperature in recent times, right?
Is it really?
Yeah. Is it? It's
Mr.
really.
Statistics, as per usual.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to
You can-
weather, he's got
you
the
can get
statistics
the
down.
weather, yeah. 38 degrees, man. Too hot is over here.
And we are
You
in
got to
trouble now.
Yeah.
We are in trouble.
We are in trouble.
Yeah.
It's getting serious.
It's
Global
getting
warming
serious.
is no joke, y'all.
Global warming is no
It's
joke.
really
yeah.
serious. Anyway, as per usual, before we start our episode, we always love hearing from you guys, our amazing viewers. So let's take a moment to read some of the comments that were left behind on our last episode. The first one is from Far Too East. Please put some geopolitical or the culture from football club because Mas
Okay.
Firzi and Sir Adiani look like they have the knowledge. I agree. Okay, this would be interesting. But what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes?
Why not?
No?
I mean,
Why
yeah,
not?
I'll
Why
follow
not, yeah.
Firzi's move on
no.
this.
I mean, this could be
Adiani, he
interesting,
knows
right?
everything, yeah.
Yeah, he knows everything. It's
knows
like a
everything.
walking dictionary.
yeah.
I look like one, but I don't
Okay.
act like one.
Can you help us read the second one, Adi?
The second
The
one.
second one is from, this
Barca
guy.
dude 0688. Rodri wins this year's Ballon d'Or because of his contribution for City and Spain. Makes me think that the 2010 Ballon d'Or should have been given to either Xavi or Iniesta. I love Messi, though. Okay.
I love that he put a disclaimer right after that sentence. I love Messi though, but
Sure.
yeah, I kind of
Iniesta,
agree.
I think Iniesta should have.
Yeah, I know.
Won,
I know, right?
yeah,
I
but-
kind
Yeah,
of agree.
because he's scoring the final also, yeah.
Yeah,
It
should have,
is-
could have.
Strange.
Yeah, right. Okay, we still have one last comment. This one is from Armanditya Wimberdana 8876. Can you help me read this one, Mas Firzi?
Invite foreign pundits in the discussion who knows Indonesian football and abroad. I believe it will give more added value to this podcast and attract more viewers.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure Adi knew some of them because he's been, he's worked with some of them. Maybe you can like,
I can invite a couple, but I don't know whether they know anything about Indonesian football.
football. Yeah, that's the issue.
But I know quite a few journalists, foreign journalists who I kept in touch with for the last few years who know a lot about Indonesian football. And maybe one day we
It's
can
up to the
recall-
boss.
It's up to
Ooh,
the big
okay.
honchos over there. We
Yeah.
just follow their lead. If
Yeah.
they say so, then we're good to go.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking Valen, but I think it's Abrar.
Yeah, Abra, of
I think
course,
it's
the biggest
Abrar's
honchos
decision.
here, yeah.
So yeah, Mas Abrar, please. All right, moving on. Today's episode dives into a pivotal moment for Manchester United. It's been quite the talk.
Consistent, right? Pivotal,
One that
dramatic,
many fans actually
crucial.
have anticipated.
Crucial.
The
Anticipated.
sacking of Erik Ten Hag. They actually have an agreement already in place with Sporting Lisbon's head coach That could be interesting, and it seems like United's leadership is focused on quick and decisive changes. But the question is the overhaul? Is this the overhaul United truly needed? What do you think, Adi?
I think it's a couple of months too late.
A couple of months too
Yeah.
late.
They should have done it after the FA Cup.
No, yeah,
No?
but I think like sacking him after the FA Cup win it left a bitter taste like when
Right.
What my sources say,
Ooh,
Inside
okay.
sources.
pre-FA Cup final, before the match even began, they had this meeting. The
Yeah.
Ineos people with Erik Ten Hag, and they come out with a solution for Ten Hag. And then
Okay.
the win was a surprise.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, it changed.
because it
And
was
then, and then they give Erik Ten Hag a new contract,
a new contract, yeah.
which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bit too late, because now 14th, and if Ruben Amorim can turn things around,
Yeah.
he can be knighted, like Paul Merson said.
Amorim signs for
Amorim.
Manchester United. Is this the
Yeah.
name that you've been kind of expecting, Mas Firzi, or was it quite a surprise for you?
Yeah, well, the names mentioned besides Amorim is Xavi,
Yeah.
Xavi Hernandez, and
Yeah.
also Southgate. Because for the sake of Ineos has that link with Southgate before,
Mm-hmm.
but Amorim, of course, he's 39 years old, not that much experience, but he
Mm-hmm.
managed to bring 2 titles to Sporting.
Yeah.
After quite some times, I think it's 20 more years or
20 plus
something.
years, yeah.
They haven't won.
He won the first title when he was
Sporting.
36, right?
Yeah, when he was 36, he
With
was so
Sporting.
young.
Mm.
But coming back to Ten Hag, I think when I take a look of his unwanted records, it's like the list that goes on and goes on. Like I just want to mention a few because I already got it here. Like the first team to allow Galatasaray to win on English soil in
Yeah.
117 years. Man United have never had back-to-back defeats in the first 2 games of a Champions League campaign before him. United's worst and second worst start to a Premier League season after 7 games. 3 of United's 10 worst Premier League starts is under Ten Hag. United
Ouch.
lost 6-3 to Manchester City and 7-0 to Liverpool, 4-0 to Brentford, Brighton, Palace, and go on and go on. And
Yeah,
on
the
and
list
on
does
and
go on and
Even
on
the
and
beginning
on and
was horrible. The defeat against Brighton.
Yeah, of
Brentford,
course.
that
Yeah,
is the-
Liverpool
Yeah,
also.
yep.
So
Yeah.
but I think when that Guardian piece came out, it
Yeah.
was whatever the result of the FA Cup, Ineos will sack Ten Hag regardless.
Yeah.
And the journalist who break that news, I think it's Jacob Steinberg. I think he
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of flack because it turns out that Man United extended his contract,
Yeah.
not just keeping him at the club because his contract ran out in 2025 this year, but extended it to 2026. He got a lot of flack from that, but and Ineos and Man United double down, they give him Mazraoui
Yeah.
and Zexi and Yoro. When Yoro got injured, they gave him Mathis de Ligt, and I think when all that ammunition they gave it to him and he's not performing as he should,
Yeah.
may even like stranding Man United in 14th place. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But now they have a new man in charge. But I really like the look of Man United now
Yeah.
in Ruud
Yeah.
van Nistelrooy. I think he got 3 games. I think
Yeah.
I think it will be good for him. And we know that Man United has a lot of connection with their former players, and with Van Nistelrooy they got someone who scored 150 goals in 209-ish games for them, and I think he will be a good link up between the team and the supporters.
Yeah.
That shows in the win against Leicester. I think it will be a great stopgap measure before Amorim came in. I think it's after the international break,
Yeah.
Ipswich away on the 24th of November, if I'm not mistaken, will be his first game in charge.
Yeah, I feel like at least Nistelrooy has secured a win against Leicester 5-2, even though some people may argue that, well, it's Leicester, you know.
It's Leicester, but if you see the players, it's almost the same as the players that Ten Hag
Ten Hag,
has, Ole Solskjaer has,
Yeah.
a couple of, I don't want to say snake, but they certainly drop tools,
Yeah.
and not, I think more than one occasion.
Yeah.
Players such as Bruno Fernandes all of a
Yeah.
sudden scoring goals for fun
Yeah,
against Leicester
2
City.
goals. Yeah.
So that is very strange indeed. The
Yeah.
reaction is very typical. The new manager bounce.
Yeah,
Is what they
it's
say.
often happen.
Yeah, and the mistake before was keeping Ole Solskjaer too long after that bounce. After the
Yeah.
game at the Parc des Princes.
Yeah, when Rio says give him
5
the key,
years.
5 years.
What
Yeah,
a joke.
Ole
So
the wheel.
yeah, there is I think a soft spot for former Manchester
Players,
United players, legends,
Yeah.
and Ruud van Nistelrooy, of course, a great striker for Manchester United. But I think going forward, he is not the guy, and maybe it's going to be good for Ruud to go somewhere else. He was linked with the Burnley job before
Oh,
the season
Yeah.
started, and he chose to go with Ten Hag as an assistant. Again, what Firzi said about stopgap, maybe there was a chance for him to be involved with Ruben Amorim's staff as well, but
Yeah.
that's a long shot, and I think Ruben will bring his own staff and will try and give his best, because what I see from Sporting Lisbon, there is a system there going very well with the back three, the
Yeah.
flow of the midfielders as well, towards the build-up with the narrow front three.
Yeah.
I think that is very interesting if he can do the magic at Sporting and moving to Manchester United, doing the same with the players that he has at Manchester United. Maybe there's a few that doesn't deserve to play again for Manchester United, but it's up to Ruben now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I think is okay, playing wise, I think he's perfect for this team. I mean, he can just continue with what Erik Ten Hag is trying to build, because he plays in a 3-4-2-1 structure, going more narrower than Ten Hag's team on the transition on the
Yeah.
offensive. He likes to play with his wing backs, and I think the transition playing with two number 10s to make space for that in that wide areas. I think structurally the team is quite set up for him, because he likes to play it from the back. Onana there, he can give the progressive balls to the center backs, where he likes the transition to begin with. He's only like 39, but he got 200 something ish game experience.
Yeah.
With
And
Sporting.
the gamble from Sporting Lisbon is also
Yeah.
interesting, because he was only there for a few matches, and then
Braga,
it went very well, and all of a sudden he has that job for Sporting.
Yeah, he won
He was
the
a
Taka
great,
Portugal.
a great player for Benfica as well.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have his jersey.
Oh, really?
Surprisingly.
Well, who
Oh,
doesn't?
he
Who
has
doesn't
everyone's
have?
jersey,
He has everyone's
yeah.
jersey, right?
So this is
The jersey and the hand sign. Yeah.
yeah, he has experience playing with Ugarte as well as his power man in
Breaker,
midfield.
yeah.
So yeah, maybe Ugarte now will start more matches for Manchester United, not like in the era of Ten Hag, where you bring in a quite expensive player, but just sits him on the bench.
Yeah.
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 well,
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
no, but yeah, the argument is it right to appoint a 39-year-old with only domestic experience to a club as big as Manchester United? Because the last great Portuguese coach, a young Portuguese coach back then who came to English soil was Jose Mourinho. But even then, he came in after a big win in the Champions League again with FC Porto. And yeah, Amorim, he got 2 league titles, 3 Portuguese league cups. When you see all the statistics about his team, it's all fine and everything.
Yeah.
But Man United, is it right to appoint he is an upwardly mobile young coach,
Yeah.
but with the responsibility of handling Man United. I heard in a podcast that he may be a great choice for Manchester United, but they don't think that Manchester United is a great choice for him.
Yeah.
Like in
At the moment, yeah, I think, because it's a step, maybe 3-4 steps.
3-4 steps. Yeah.
From the Portuguese league. With all due respect to the Portuguese league, I watch it every week, and
Seriously,
it's great.
you watch it every
It is
week.
great.
Wow,
Trust me.
yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
surprised. Actually.
Yeah,
He
of course,
watch
I'm
crickets
surprised.
if he can. So, like,
And if you think about the stature of Manchester United,
Yeah.
a unique club with a great supporter, with I don't know the setup right now. It's a bit confusing with the Glazers and Ineos.
Yeah.
And, there's I think too many brains in the thinking pot from Ineos's concern. A lot of great thinkers there, but I don't know whether it can work for the long spell, and the way that they've treated this managerial issue as, of
Yep.
course, troubling for many supporters as well.
Yeah.
Taking that amount of time with the record that Ten Hag has with 14 defeats last season,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's unthinkable of seeing Ten Hag sitting in that bench
Yeah.
for the duration of the season. And the outcome is 14th position, which is also a very sad state for Manchester United. But again, there is still time to I don't think it's for a rebuild because it's been going
Yeah.
on for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah, because Ineos gave Erik Ten Hag maybe like 600,
Yeah.
400,
Mm.
400
Yeah.
net in spending for him to spend on players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is in a process of rebuilding, but then you have to start
The
again.
team now is
Yeah.
like 70% Ten Hag signing.
Ten
right?
Hag signing,
Yeah.
From
yeah.
that 616.8 million, I think.
Yeah.
The exact number, I
The
think.
exact number, yeah.
So the investment, the money is there being spent on players.
Yeah.
But is it the right players? He chose a lot of former players from Ajax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also from Ajax, but it's not working for him. It's not
Yeah, I
working
think
for
his
the players.
horizon is too narrow with
Too
just
narrow.
appointing players from the teams he knows,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Manchester United, what's kind of unique is also the relationship that Manchester United has with Sporting Lisbon. Some people are like romanticizing the relationship between MU and Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
How do you see that factor and the fact that Amorim is now the coach of Manchester United?
That's not
the
a
manager
factor.
of-
Not a factor. Yeah. Not a factor, I think. What do you think? I
Yeah,
think not.
no.
I think not because the players that comes from Sporting Lisbon, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, at a very young age,
Yeah.
did very well for Manchester United, but not his second coming with
Yes.
Mr. Ten Hag, of course.
Yes.
We know what happened there, the car
Yeah.
crash. I think now we have Ugarte, who's also a former Sporting Lisbon player, played for Manchester United, and is going to be under Amorim's control again. I
Yeah.
hope for the best for Manchester United in that midfield because there's a lot of potential there with Kobe Mainoo, with Ugarte,
Yeah.
but not so much with Fernandes. I think Fernandes, Rashford has to go find a new club because I think they're part of the problem at Manchester United.
Yeah, I think they need to be brave, like in chopping down those dead woods. I think,
Yeah.
they still contribute, but I think behind the scenes there's too much player power there, and that maybe Ruben Amorim in his like, people in Portugal said that he is a great negotiator, a great one-on-one talker with the member of his team, but
Yeah.
I think with some of the highest profile players in Man United squad, I think he needed help. I think he needed Ineos hands in this. He need Wilcox, he need Ashworth on
Yeah.
his back to get his messages across, to get what he wants to achieve in this team, to assemble the team that he wants, like. And all those players that come in with Ten Hag, they are relatively new, maybe 1 or 2 years into their contract. So there's the situation in that he must make do with what he have now, and then he starts again the rebuilding in the summer when he will have that full summer camp training for the next season.
Right, you're a man of numbers. So how sure are you? How sure are you about Amorim and Manchester United in percentage? Because I know you love those statistics.
Yeah, I don't know the exact, of course, percentage, but with his almost like zero experience abroad and his young age, I think it will be a very hard challenge for him.
Yeah.
It now depends on how much Ineos will back him. But even though Ineos will backs him, it doesn't mean that they will always have him in their backs, because
Yes, true.
we saw what happened with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
They gave him all the players he wants, all the signings that he wants, but then after just 7-9 games in the season, he's gone. So I don't know in the future how seberapa kejam itu, how
Ruthless.
How ruthless.
yeah, Ineos and how patient they are with their new coach.
Okay, do you agree, Eddie?
Yeah, Ineos missed a lot of opportunities in getting maybe a much more experienced manager.
Tuchel?
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel
Tuchel,
was
yeah.
Tuchel.
the name I think paraded around Old Trafford for quite some time, and then of course Mauricio Pochettino as well, one of my
Yeah.
favorite candidates for the job.
Seriously, you like
I-
Pochettino in Man United?
I rate him highly. Yeah.
Even after what happened in
I do.
Tottenham?
Yeah.
Higher
I
than
still do.
Amorim.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Thomas
I have
Tuchel.
that because he has
There's
that
Hansi
experience.
Flick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
three
Hansi
years,
Flick
yeah.
as well. So
Ooh,
a lot
Hansi
of
Flick,
missed opportunities from the management.
Yeah.
The uncertain part, I do not know why, because Ineos is they're good with bicycles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Royal First is good with
Ineos
bicycle.
Grenadiers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not with football, and this is happening not just in England, but
Yeah.
there are other
Right.
clubs as well.
Right.
So there is a past CV for Ineos, and I think Amorim is something like a panic decision, because Hugo Viana is going to Manchester City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are trying to put two and two together, and
Yeah,
Ederson
yeah.
is talking as well. Amorim maybe is the next
The next
candidate
Pep,
for
Pep.
the job,
Yeah. The
replacing Pep
quickest one,
Guardiola,
yeah.
who's coming out next season. So I think this is again something to deny Man City of a new manager, but I don't know whether it fits or not. But if you look at Sporting Lisbon, if you look at how they play,
Yeah.
it's potentially something very good is coming from Manchester United, but depends on how the players react in such a short time. And again, not the deadwood, but maybe the negative
Yeah, the
impact
negative
from
impact, yeah.
players such as Rashford, Fernandes in the locker room, maybe Harry Maguire as well. Maybe that's a bit troublesome for someone coming in, Ruben Amorim. But the signing is smart, because first couple of matches for Ten Hag, it was very tricky, the likes of Brighton,
Yeah.
Brentford. But now
Okay.
the first game is Ipswich Town,
yeah.
and after that, 3 winnable matches in Europe and in England. Bodo Glimt as well.
Bodo Glimt,
One
okay.
of the 4 matches for Ruben Amorim in the earlier stages. But after that, the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal coming for Amorim. So let's see where
Yeah.
he'll take
Yeah.
Manchester United. But
Let's see.
credit to Erik Ten Hag coming out from Manchester United. He, I think, made a couple of good
Yeah.
decisions while he was there, winning the trophies as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
He'll take that, 2 cups. But strangely enough, the team, the dynamics of the players, the situation in the locker room, it's not problematic until the end of the tenure, because
Yeah.
everybody seems happy. It looks like a
But
happy
then-
squad, a great camp. Because usually when a Manchester United manager is on the way out,
yeah.
it's messy. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not in this state where the locker room is all smiles, even missing a chance in
Yeah.
front of goal.
Yeah.
They're still smiling afterwards in training. So it's a strange situation for Manchester United. I hope the supporters are calm and relax about it, and maybe good things to come with Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
Right. So there you have it, Jebret Media Team. The dawn of a new era at Manchester United. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
But again, we're just gonna have to see what's gonna come next for Manchester United. Anyway, next we're going to talk about a new phase of Ballon d'Or, but we have to go on a little break. So please stay tuned only with us on DPI English.